Hi, fire signs and earth signs. Welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. For today's reading, I'm going to do a full moon reading for the full moon that is coming up. This full moon represents renewal, harmony, and balance, especially within relationships. So I have specific placements regarding you and the person on your mind as you're reading or as you're watching this reading, and timestamps will be included in the description box. For these placements, I'm going to pull from whatever decks Spirit calls me to. So up first is Aries. Hi Aries, super excited to do your full moon reading. As I mentioned, Spirit led me to specific placements, and we're going to start off with the theme for the reading. So what should we be thinking about at this time? I hope you're doing really, really well, Aries. And let's get started. All right, theme for Aries for this full moon. What should Aries be thinking about at this time within the person, the connection with the person on their mind? Renewal, harmony, and balance, especially in relationships for this full moon. Theme for Aries. What should Aries be thinking about at this time in terms of the connection on their mind? What should Aries be thinking about at this time? All right, what should Aries be thinking about at this time in regards to the connection on their mind? What should, all right. Attraction, number 44, and self-reflection. All right. Attraction and self-reflection. I am seeing mirroring energy here. We have the numbers 17 and 44. And then the path. Okay. So I'm getting a theme of almost like reconnecting with parts of yourself that speak to like your attractive qualities, as well as parts within another that maybe bring out their attractive qualities. So often we mirror each other in negative ways, right? In ways that are not healthy, in ways that are not positive. And what I'm feeling here is more so a mirroring and a reaching out for another's hand in terms of what is going to bring about the positives in both of us. Let's mirror those energies rather than the negatives, okay? So this is what you should be thinking about at this time, is how am I reflecting within this connection? How are my behaviors perhaps being reflected in this connection and by this person that is on my mind at this time? Am I bringing out the best qualities within them, and are they bringing out the best qualities within me? Okay. The next placement is positives within this relationship or within this connection. And when I say relationship or connection, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It is whoever you are thinking about as you are watching this reading. All right, let's see what deck am I using for the positives in this connection. The positives in this connection. Let's see. Positives. No, that's not. Where's the deck that there's a deck that I'm seeing in my mind's eye. Where is it at? Right here. Okay. Positives in this connection for Aries. All right, so let's see the positives in this connection for Aries. Positives in this connection for Aries. Let's see the positives in this connection for Aries. All right. Can I get the positives in this connection for Aries? Positives in this connection for Aries. All right, here and now. So being very present in the moment. The future does not exist and the past is gone. I focus on the present moment. I have confidence in life again because here, now, there is no danger. Everything happens when my soul is ready. And then affirmation. I listen to myself and acknowledge my needs. I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and am respected by others. So there's definitely some energy here surrounding remaining in the present. Perhaps this is something that the two of you are able to do with one another. Seems that there's respect in this connection. There's not a need for fear within this connection. Having confidence in life. I'm really seeing it's almost like a renewal of energies here. I listen to myself and I acknowledge my needs. And then being able to communicate those needs within this connection. Those are positives within this situation and connection that you currently are thinking about. Okay. What are the challenges within this connection? What are the challenges within this connection? All right. Can I see the challenges in this connection? Challenges for Aries in this connection. Also, I'm seeing like the retainment of power. So not losing yourself within this connection. That's a positive. So you're both individuals within this connection. And losing ourselves in a connection, that's not positive, right? That's not healthy. But it seems like you've both been able to retain your individuality within this. Let's see the challenges. Challenges within the connection for Aries. Challenges within the connection for Aries. All right. Challenges within the connection for Aries. Otherworldly, so perhaps spiritual connection. I'm also seeing like bringing things together, right? To where it's united, where it's whole. Let's see. The moon and the sun. Divine counterparts. The sun and the moon. So one energy very vibrant. That's that Aries energy. This is Leo. Leo's the sun. And then we have a more watery energy. So fire and water. And really, like I said, do you bring out the best qualities in one another? This is the challenge. And really being able to pull both of these elements together in unison. So fire and water, passion and emotions. Being able to pull them together in unison. And I think that speaks to, yes, we can be individuals, but how do we bring out the best in one another? So like the shadow side of the sun is ego and pride, right? And the shadow side of the moon is maybe solitude, secrecy, not really speaking about things. It's much more of like a silence or kind of passive energy. It can be in this context. So I really see that the challenge is bringing these things together, both of these elements and these strengths that both of you have to this connection and bringing out the best in one another. All right, how to bring about harmony and healing within this connection. All right, Spirit, how does Aries bring about harmony and healing in this connection? How does Aries bring about harmony and healing in this connection? How do they accomplish bringing out the best in both of like you and the person on your mind? Harmony and healing for Aries. Harmony and healing for Aries. All right. The Lovers. It's a decision. All right. The Lovers really speaks to this divine counterpart. It's one of the most challenging connections that you will have because it does bring out, it's meant to challenge us. It's meant to elevate us to our highest potential. And we can't do that unless we have challenges. And it seems like both of you are mirroring this energy for one another. Really bringing up these challenges that are going to elevate you. And so make the decision, understand the strength of a lover's connection and what it means for you. But it's really a decision. It's recognizing the light and the shadow sides of ourselves first and foremost, but then also of the other, and being delicate with those, I'm hearing, not perpetuating their shadow side, right? Or what's the word? Like oftentimes that fiery energy is like instigating. Let's see, something flipped. I thought, okay, that flipped, and then there was another one. Okay. The Devil, the fears, Queen of Wands, the passion, and then the thoughts, right? The communication. So negative patterns, heal the negative patterns associated with being sharp in your tongue. So like I said, bringing out the worst in each other. Perhaps there's a lot of passionate communication that occurs within this relationship dynamic or within this connection that is not aligned with the highest good of either individual. So really, no, I'm hearing like heal your words that are being spoken, right? Yeah, heal the words that have been spoken, and instead operate in love, operate in offering of generosity, love, not frustration. Okay. Okay, so I'm now going to move into their message to you and their energy. So I'm going to pull 2 cards for their energy as well as a message for you from this person. And then I'm going to do the same for you and your message to this individual that's on your mind. And then I'm going to look at your shared energy and the relationship dynamic or the connection dynamic. So let's see. I think I'm going to use these for the messages from you to another, and vice versa. And then I'm going to use this deck to look at each of you. So I'm going to start with them. So their message to you and their energy. So I'm going to put the cards down first and then take a look, okay? All right. Their message, the person on Aries' mind, show me their energy. Show me the person on Aries' mind, energy. Energy. The person on Aries' mind, their energy. let's do one more, Spirit. The person on Aries mind, their energy. And I'm going to do 2 cards. I'm going to do 2 cards for you and then 2 for the relationship. So show me, or show me Aries, and then show me the relationship, Spirit. Aries and the relationship. Let's do one more for Aries and then the relationship. All right. All right. And then I'm going to do messages for the both of you, or from the both of you. So their message to you, and then your message to them. And then I'm going to do a separate love oracle for the connection. Their message to Aries and Aries' message to them. One more, Spirit. Their message for Aries and Aries' message for them. And then one love oracle for the connection. That's interesting. Somehow some other cards got in here, but there are way too many, so I don't think that was meaningful in any way. All right, oracle for Aries and this connection. Let's do 2 more. Aries and this connection. Aries and connection. All right. Alrighty. So, them. Let's see. Knight of Cups. 5 of Swords. Okay. So what I'm seeing is they have a lot of love for you. They want to offer their heart to you. They do offer their heart. 5 of Swords, it at times creates some a lot of like deep thinking, deep thought about their heart space in this connection, and being able to freely offer their heart. Okay. Let's see their message to you. I think about you all the time. Yeah, I see that here. I think about you all the time. It's like this individual can't get out of their head. So although they want to create this offering in love, there's a lot of anxiety about it, a lot of overthinking perhaps. So 5 of Swords can at times become almost self-sabotaging because of the amount of overthinking. Let's look at your energy. Temperance, 8 of Swords, healing, like the resistance to healing. This connection, will you help me? Will you help me? So this individual, or you want to heal within this connection. You want to heal the dynamics. You haven't been, so the 8 of Swords is willful blindness, right? I also have that mirroring energy here. So not wanting to take a look at the things that need to be taken a look at. It's been very difficult for this individual, but they do want to heal. They want to process the challenges in this connection, and they're asking for your assistance. Will you help me? I love that. So it seems like that resistance for them, that willful blindness is starting to come down. And perhaps they've asked you, will you help me with this? Like, will you help me in this connection to make sense of it? So Temperance, it's a process of understanding all the experiences within this connection, the emotions within it. So I really see this person more attached to that moon energy, not wanting to take a look at it, But it looks like they're starting to take a look at those things and they're asking for assistance. Let's see the connection. Knight of Pentacles. So there is the opportunity for longevity here. Oh my goodness. And Ten of Cups. Ultimate happiness. The happy family. Emotional connections in this life that mean something to us. When we look out on the horizon and we see, we want this person in our world. We want to stabilize this. This is the shared between you. And then let's see what the relationship oracle is. Express your love. It is important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing to lose. So express your love. Let go of the sharp words and the cutting words, and instead come from a space of generosity and love and an offering of the heart. Okay? All right, let's look at the potential outcome. I'm going to use Moonology since this is the full moon reading. Potential outcome for Aries in this connection. Potential outcome, and then we will get advice. All right, potential outcome for Aries and this connection. Potential outcome for Aries and this connection. Potential outcome. Potential outcome for Aries and this connection. Potential outcome for Aries and this connection. All right. Conclusions are within reach. Bring love into the situation. Yeah, expression. Bring that generosity and that heart space in. Bring emotions into this situation. And then don't let pride get in your way. What did I say about the Sun card? That it can, the shadow side being ego and pride. Don't let pride get in the way. Conclusions are within reach, and bring love into the situation. All right, let's get some advice for you, Aries. Let's get advice to wrap up the reading. Advice for Aries. Can I get advice for Aries? Advice for Aries. Advice for Aries. One more. Advice. Advice for Aries. That Temperance card. Temperance. Healing. Advice for Aries in this connection. Advice for Aries in this connection. Advice for Aries in this connection. Advice for Aries. All right, that's a lot, Spirit. Don't hold on to memories of the past and grief and loss and mourning and hurts of the past. Let's see. Page of Wands, look forward with hope, enthusiasm. Yeah, let go of the pride and the resistance, the willful blindness. I love that Spirit's showing this because it's equal parts. So here's that Sun energy, the pride and the ego. And then here's that resistant energy. I don't want to take a look at it. That's that Moon. Okay. So let go of those things. Yeah, time has passed. Page of Wands, King of Wands. Look in the direction of moving into the next phase of this journey together. With passion and with love, take action. Learn the lessons so that you can move into the next stage of this journey. All right, Aries, I hope that this helped you. Take care. All right, Leo, for your reading today, I am doing a full moon reading. I have specific placements, as I mentioned in the intro, and I'm going to pull from the different decks that Spirit has called me to. We're starting off with your overarching theme within. So this full moon is regarding connections and relationships. So renewal, harmony, and balance. So take this reading as it resonates with whatever person is on your mind. It does not have to be necessarily romantic. It's whoever you are thinking about as you're tapping into this reading. So theme, what you should be thinking about at this time in terms of this person or this connection. What should Leo be thinking about in terms of the person on their mind and this connection? What should Leo be thinking about, Spirit, in terms of this connection and or person? What should Leo be thinking about at this time? Can I get the overarching theme for Leo's reading at this time? Overarching theme for Leo in this connection. Overarching theme that Leo should be thinking about at this time in regards to this connection. Protection, number 24, and self-love at the bottom of the deck, 24 and 6, so protection. I feel I'm getting a very interesting energy off of this. So normally these two cards, protection and self-love, would be like that, the idea of I need to protect myself within this connection. That's not what I'm seeing. I'm actually seeing protection of, like, protection being a form of self-love. When we protect another, when we protect that which is ours. If you look at this card, it's like the mama carrying the baby. Protection. I'm feeling strongly protect this connection. And it's actually a form of loving yourself when we protect those things that we love, that we care for, that are important to us. Okay. Number 24 and 6, so we have 30. All right. Let's see positives of the relationship. What card am I using for positives in this relationship? Positives. I'm not feeling that. I'm actually feeling this deck. Positives in this relationship. Perspective. A lot of perspective gained about this connection. Let's see. Positives in this connection for Leo. Can I see positives in this connection for Leo? Magic. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. So this connection is very magical. It allows you to gain perspective. All right, let's do one more. Positives in this connection for Leo. Let's see positives in this connection for Leo. Positives in this connection for Leo. Love at the bottom of the deck. Gluttony and magic. He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have. So I feel like And then there's the magic card again. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. So I feel like here, the positives in this connection is that you recognize what you have. You recognize the magic in it. There's not a need to seek beyond this connection. You know what it is that you have, and you're content with that. You're content that this individual is important to you, that they mean something, and you want to protect this connection. Selenite is also a very healing and grounding energy. So something about this connection definitely brings about that healing and that self-love, right? It's like, I love this person the way that I love myself. And then there's love here at the bottom. All right. So the positives in this connection is that you know what you have. You know the magic of it. You know the importance of it. You know that it's filled with love. You know that it's something you want to protect. All right, excellent. Okay, so the next, let's look at the challenges in this connection. Let's look at the challenges in this connection. Can I see the challenges in this connection for Leo? Can I look at the challenges for Leo in this connection? Challenges for Leo in this connection. Let's do one more. Challenges for Leo in this connection. Challenges for Leo in this connection. Challenges for Leo in this connection. The adversary. Truth wanted to come out sideways. The adversary flew out. And heartache and entanglement. Wow. Okay. Challenges, interference. I'm seeing interference, the adversary, possibly even just the odds being stacked against you. It's created a lot of heartache. The adversary and entanglement. Something has, and I'm really getting this with the protection card, like you need to understand the truth about what has not been advantageous in this connection, what has entangled the both of you. There's a need to understand the truth about this and how it has impacted the connection. It's caused a lot of heartache in this connection. Interference, doesn't necessarily have to be other people. Anything that really draws our attention away from this connection, or that leaves the connection in a vulnerable state. And the things that you should be thinking about within this connection is protecting it. So in what ways are you contributing to protecting this connection and the magic that is here and the solidarity and the love? And in what ways is this other person contributing to that protection? Do they love themselves? Love you the way that they love themselves? Are you loving them the way that you love yourself? Right? So the challenges here are something that it's creating challenge with the protection and the vulnerability. It's left this connection in a state of vulnerability. It's caused a lot of heartache. And the truth of this needs to be understood. Okay. Let's see for how to bring about harmony and healing in this connection. How does Leo bring about harmony and healing in this connection? I'm going to pull from the tarot, and then I'm being called to this other oracle deck. How does Leo bring about harmony and healing in this connection? Harmony and healing in this connection. Harmony and healing in this connection for Leo Spirit. How does Leo bring about harmony and healing in this connection? Wheel of Fortune. If you have Aries in your chart, definitely check out their reading. They got this as well. Wheel of Fortune. Learn the lessons. Move into the next stage of the journey. The world, yeah. Begin a new cycle. Make the investment. King of Wands. Instill passion and love into this connection. There's the passion. King of Wands, King of Cups, Two of Cups. Begin the new cycle. Invest in love and passion within this connection. This is how you bring harmony and healing and balance to this situation. And what I'm seeing here, King of Swords, Three of Wands, both of them in reverse. Let go of the cutting words. King of Swords, quit waiting. Three of Wands is a waiting energy. So in the reverse is like stop waiting to make decisions accordingly, right? Stop waiting to really take a look at the truth of things, the sword energy. Start facing things, the moon. Start uncovering, having conversations, investing, bringing passion and love back into a connection. Learn the lessons. All right, so now we're going to take a look at their energy, your energy, Leo, and then the shared energy between you, as well as messages back and forth, and then a message about the connection. So for that, I'm going to use this deck. All right. Can I take a look at their energy, Leo's energy, and the shared energy between them? Their energy, Leo's energy, and the shared energy between them. So invest in love and passion and action to bring back the balance. Their energy, Leo's energy, and the shared between them. Let's do one more, Spirit. Their energy, Leo's energy, and the shared between them. Let me do one more. I want to clean their energy, Leo's energy, and the shared between them. Perfect. All right, their energy, Leo, the relationship. All right, and then I'm going to get messages, their message for you and your message for them. Can I see their message for Leo and Leo's message for them? Their message for Leo and Leo's message to them. Let's do one more. Their message for Leo and Leo's message to them. All right. And then one oracle for the connection. Can I get a message about the connection? A message about the connection. Oops. A message about the connection. Leo, one of your cards keeps wanting to fly out. One more for the connection, Spirit. One more for the connection. All right. All right. All right. So their energy, Ace of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. They want to invest. They want to invest in this connection. They have a full heart space. They want to come with an offering in love. Ace of Wands, or Ace of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. They want to love this connection like they love themselves. They want this love part of their world. Let's see their message to you. Don't pressure me. Don't pressure me. Okay, so I can see that from the Queen of Pentacle energy. The Queen of Pentacle energy, they are very, they know what's correct for them, okay? They kind of sit on in their environment, they sit on their throne, they allow things to kind of come to them. The Queen of Pentacles is a nurturing energy, and I do see that associated with that love. The Ace of Cups. I think right now what I'm seeing is this person really in deep thought about how do I bring this together in my world. I have a lot of love. I want to make an offering in love. How do I bring this together in my world? They're going through their process. Okay. Let's see your energy. This is the one that kept on wanting to come out. Two of Swords. Confusion. Eight of Pentacles. About whether to put work and investment into this. Confusion about the investment in this. Interesting. Let's see your message to them. I wish you were mine. Okay, so perhaps this connection is not currently connected, right? So you're showing a lot of confusion about a decision on whether to invest anymore in this connection. But you're saying, I wish you were mine. So I do see you. Like your overarching cards was that you wanted to protect this. And you said to me, I love this person like I love myself. Let's see the shared within the connection. Page of Wands, a lot of enthusiasm, wanting to learn. The Star. Oh, the Star. It's like wanting to learn. Wanting to have hope and enthusiasm for the vision, our deepest desire, our deepest hope, our vision for the future. It means a lot to you. The Star is also very healing energy. So there's so much enthusiasm within this connection. You both recognize it to be important. You both recognize it to be the vision for your life and your deepest desire and hope. Let's see what your oracle is. Distance. The separation you are experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. So yeah, like I mentioned, I don't think that this, you're currently connected with this person. There's a separation here. But Spirit is saying the separation that you're experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. Okay. All right. Excellent. So let's get potential outcome. This wanted to show itself here and now. So be present. Be present at this time. Present with yourself. Potential outcome for this connection, and then we're going to get advice, Leo. Potential outcome for this connection. Can I see potential outcome for Leo and this connection? Potential outcome for Leo and this connection. one more potential outcome for Leo and this connection. Potential outcome for Leo and this connection. Potential outcome for Leo and this connection. So almost on the reverse, nothing will come of this situation. I think coming out of that stagnancy, have faith in your dreams, the star. Have faith, emotions are running high, and your commitment is being tested. Yeah, that protection. Are you willing to protect this? Are you willing to love this like you love yourself? Anything else? I'm feeling like there's one more, Spirit. Potential outcome. Potential outcome. There it is. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. And a new cycle begins. Yeah, the world. Okay. So let me see. So now I'm going to get advice. And I did mention that I was being called to another oracle and I didn't pull from that. So I'm going to incorporate that one into your advice because I'm being called back to it. Let's get advice for Leo in this situation. Can I get advice for Leo in this connection? Advice for Leo in this connection. Advice for Leo in this connection. Advice for Leo in this connection. Let's do one more. Advice for Leo in this connection. All right. Advice for Leo in this connection. Advice for Leo in this connection. The star. Okay, let's see. 5 of Pentacles, the Lovers. Yeah, there's definitely been a break. And that's a decision to put more work towards this. It's a decision to protect it. The Wounded Warrior. There's been a lot of wounding in this connection. There's been breakage, but it is a decision to balance it. It is a decision for equal reciprocity, so equal give and take, balance. We also see that balance in the Lovers. To rebalance this, you have more effort to give it, and Spirit saying it's a choice to balance this. It's a choice to give equally. It's a choice to follow that star, the star over here that you both showed, that this connection is your deepest desire and your hope. It's a choice, major decision. All right, let go of the anxiety and claim this connection, right? The Emperor. And then let me pull from this one. Any other advice for Leo in this connection? 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 Advice for Leo in this connection. Advice for Leo in this connection. All right. Overcome grief. Tears are what happens when the ice in the heart melts. Overcome that hardness. let go of that hardness so that you can actually release, that you both can release the grief of the past. Expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Yeah, let go of the ego. Anything else? I feel like there's one more, Spirit. There it is. Energetic clearing. During crises, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. Yeah, so energetic clearing. There is expansiveness available in this. It requires us to kind of deal with and melt away the grief that has occurred, to clear that energy and begin a new cycle. All right. I hope that this helped you, Leo. Take care. All right, Sagittarius, hope you're doing really, really well. For today's reading, for the full moon, I am doing it based in a relationship context or some connection, whatever connection it is that you have on your mind. It does not necessarily have to be romantic. I'm starting off with overarching theme for this connection. So what should you be thinking about at this time? Thank you so much for tuning in. Spirit, please show me the overarching theme for Sagittarius in the connection on their mind. Overarching theme. What should Sagittarius be thinking about in terms of this connection? What should Sagittarius be thinking about? Show me that Sagittarian energy. Show me overarching theme for Sagittarius in this connection. Overarching theme for Sagittarius in this connection. Overarching theme for Sag in this connection. Let's do one more. Overarching theme for Sagittarius in this connection. Overarching theme for Sag in this connection. Theme for Sag. I'm hearing Earth, so you might be connected with an Earth sign or be thinking about focus. Focus. Number 14. Very earthy energy. Seeing beyond the surface of things. That's really what I'm getting. Realization. There's realization at the bottom of the deck. So seeing beyond the surface and having realizations. What energy am I getting off of this? I feel like these realizations are transformative in some way. Seeing beyond the surface. You're gaining insights. You're having realizations. We have number 14 and 3, so 17. Focus on realizations at this time. Okay, I'm seeing a very insightful energy here, or an energy of like wanting to learn, wanting to understand, emerging from the depths of some place that you've been, and wanting to see. I'm hearing the truth, wanting to see the truth. Okay. Let's see positives in this connection. Let's see positives in this connection. Can I see positives in this connection? Am I going with this one? I'm not. Okay, let's see. Positives in this connection. Can I see the positives in this connection, or the person, this person on Sag's mind? Can I see positives in this connection for Sagittarius? Positives in this connection for Sagittarius. Let's do 2 more. Positives in this connection for Sagittarius. One more. All right. Show me the positives in this connection for Sagittarius, Spirit. Can I see the positives? Can I see the positives in this connection for Sag? Can I see the positives in this connection for Sag? All right. Phoenix and the Dragonfly. Lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and healing. New phase and rekindle, renew and growth, changed mind rising from the ashes. Clarity and truth. Sword and the rose at the bottom. Revelations. There's that realizations, honor and protection and determination. I feel like the positives in this connection are that you're seeing things perhaps that you hadn't seen before. And it is enabling you to rise from the ashes like the phoenix, to become empowered, to bring about change, healing energy here. And it's really contributing to your growth as an individual. Okay. I'm going to keep these positives up here. So I'm really seeing that transformative energy. And like I said, what did I say at the beginning of your reading? It's almost like focusing on realizations because you want to know the truth. And it seems like those realizations, those truths are coming to light for you. Let's see the challenges in this connection. Actually, I'm going to pull from this oracle, and then I might get from the other one as well. Let's see the challenges in this connection for Sagittarius. The challenges in this connection for Sagittarius. I will say the energy is very singular that I'm feeling. So perhaps whoever you are thinking about, you are not currently connected with them. So take that as it resonates. Let's see the challenges in this connection. Let's see the challenges in this connection for Sag. Can I see the challenges in this connection for Sagittarius? The challenges in this connection for Sagittarius. I just saw breakup. Yeah. The unspoken apology, eternal regret. Empty room at the bottom of the deck. No people, the end, opportunity, change. The challenges is transformation, and the unspoken apology, eternal regret. I feel like perhaps there hasn't been closure here. It's just been an empty room and torment and how to let go and how to adjust at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like there's been no closure. You've never received an apology, and it's been very hard to let go. It's brought you a lot of anxiety, feeling very troubled, feeling very isolated, feeling very empty. But I feel like the change, the transformation is occurring based on the insights that you are particularly having and adjusting to. Okay. Let's see how to bring about harmony and healing. This doesn't necessarily mean with the other person. It can be about you, right? I see that you're wanting to see things. You're wanting to see truth. You're wanting to have realizations and growth, and you're rising like the phoenix, right? So can I see how Sagittarius can bring about healing? Can you show me how Sagittarius can bring about healing? Let's do one more, Spirit. Healing for Sagittarius. All right. Healing for Sagittarius. Healing for Sag. Just saw the Four of Swords, so resting, really contemplating, processing, allowing the solitude to work for you in terms of understanding and reflecting. The Fool, Six of Swords. Move away to a new beginning. Move to calmer waters. Manifest it. Manifest what is appropriate and aligned with your heart. King of Cups, the Magician. Manifest unconditional love and move towards that for a new beginning for yourself. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm a little bit reluctant to do this, but let's look at their energy. We're going to look at theirs, we're going to look at yours, and then we're going to look at if there's any potential shared between you. So let's take a look at their energy. Can I see the energy of them, Sag's energy, and then the potential shared between them? Can I see their energy, Sag's, and the shared? Their energy, Sagittarius's energy, and shared. Let's do one more. Their energy, Sag's energy, and the shared. All right. Their energy, Sag, shared. All right. And then I'm going to take a look at their messages to you and your message to them. Their message to you and your message to them. Their message to you and your message to them. One more. Their message to you and your message to them. And then I'm going to take a look at, pull one for the connection. Can I get one for the connection, Spirit? For Sagittarius and the person online. One for the connection and the person on Sag's mind. One for the connection. One more. One for the connection. All right. So their energy. King of Cups in reverse. Ten of Swords. Yeah, there was an ending here. An ending possibly within their heart space. It looks like they closed off their heart. There was definitely pain associated with this. Perhaps pain in their heart as well, but I'm really seeing the King of Cups. There's just an ending of love from this person. Let's see what they have to say. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. The unspoken apology. So you don't know everything that this person experienced in walking away from this or an ending in this. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. But I feel like their heart is completely blocked off. The King of Cups is someone who has a lot of heart, who has a lot of love. They can be kind of stoic and they may not express it, but it's in the reverse. So they've like completely shut off their heart, and it resulted in an ending and a lot of pain. And they're saying you don't know how hard it was to let you go. Let's take a look at your energy. Queen of Swords, you've been trying to make sense of things. Four of Swords, you're trying to heal. I'm so sorry, Sag. Finding out the truth crushed me. Finding out the truth crushed me. You're trying to make sense of this and heal from it. That's going to be different for each of you. Let's take a look at the shared. Seven of Swords in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse is sometimes a return to emotions. Seven of Swords, there's resistance here. Resistance to the emotions within this. Like even if there wanted to be a return to this connection, I feel like there's so much blockage here. Deceit. There's also a deceit. Seven of Swords. Somebody walked away. There was deceit. Finding out the truth crushed you. Let's see the oracle for the connection. Express your love. It's important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing to lose. For some reason, the energy that I'm getting off of that is more this person. It's important to let people know that you love them. I feel like you didn't receive that. And you gave up. Right? The unspoken apology, eternal regret that they didn't express the love that was actually in them. All right. Okay, so potential outcome. Can I get potential outcome for Sagittarius? Potential outcome for Sagittarius. Potential outcome for Sagittarius. Potential outcome for Sagittarius. Potential outcome for Sag. The answers you need are coming. Okay. Confidence is your key to success, and it's a time for healing right now. All right. The answers that you need are coming to you. Confidence is your key to success, and this is a time for healing. So yeah, really focusing on you, right? All those insights, focus on the insights, focus on the gained lessons in this situation. This is your time for healing. All right, let's get advice. So how should Sag go about healing at this time? I'm going to actually pull from this one as well as this deck. How should Sag go about healing and discovering these insights at this time? By finding balance for yourself. Advice for Sagittarius at this time. Advice for Sag at this time. Advice for Sag at this time. Loving friends. I surround myself with people who inspire me and grow together with me. My friends raise me up and hold me to the best that I can be. I am loved unconditionally and supported throughout my journey. I release old friendships which may be toxic or keeping me stagnant. So yeah, surrounding yourself with loving individuals and the support that you need at this time. And then expressing love. Today I noticed the things I appreciate about the people in my life. I take a moment to send them love and to wish them well. My love is infinite and it feels great to express it. Yeah, express it to those people that support you and offer that same level of love and expression back to you. And then let's pull one from this deck. Any additional advice for Sagittarius at this time? Any additional advice for Sag at this time? You're on a personal journey of healing, understanding, gaining insights. You're going to rise from the ashes like the phoenix, Sag. Even the hardest lessons in this life bring so much positivity. Positivity. If you can, if you can find even one thing to be grateful for, it will restore you to the light. Please let me always feel gratitude for something, even a tiny little thing, in even the hardest situations. Yeah, remain positive and let go of perfectionism. Permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. Yeah, you're on a journey. It's okay, and you are enough. You are enough. Surround yourself with those loving connections that support you and that help you on this journey. All right. This is a tough one, Sag. My heart goes out to you. Healing and light to you. Bye.